In this video, we'll explore the powerful SmartAnim Pose Kit. Whether you're animating a character or managing complex scenes, the Pose Kit helps you save time by easily storing, applying, and customizing poses for your rigs and any other kind of setup. We are going to use this character rig to help us with this tutorial, but of course you can use any rig of your own to follow along, or you can use the SmartAnim rig system. Let's start by creating the Pose Kit by going to the Create panel. Go to Helpers, select Pose Kit, and click somewhere in the viewport. In the same way that you can do with the UI panel, you can also add several of these helpers in the scene in case you want to group poses together in different pose kits. And now to access the Pose Manager, go to the Modify panel and click on Open Pose Kit. You can also open the Pose Manager directly from the Graph Editor's menu by clicking here on Pose Manager. This is where all your saved poses are stored and managed. You can create new pose kits from here, add poses to your existing kits, and organize them to suit your workflow. To create a pose first, let's set the character in the pose that we want to store first. Now select the objects you want to include in your pose. Once selected, click the Create Pose buttons at the bottom of the Pose Manager. You can also right-click and select Create Pose, or use the Pose menu for the same result. Once created, you'll see your pose appear in the list, ready to be applied. Let's create a couple of poses more. Applying a pose is also just as simple. Just click on the pose in the Pose Manager, and your rig is now in that pose. The Pose Kit also includes a handy feature for mirrored nodes. If you're working with symmetrical characters, such as a human or animal, you can apply your pose to the mirrored side with a single click. This saves you from having to manually pose both sides of your character separately. If you want to use this feature, you have to make sure you're using the SmartAnim Animation Manager with the control helpers that you are using in your character. You can assign it here in the Modifier panel. Here in this section, you can set up the mirror parameters accordingly. You can take a look at a SmartAnim biped rig if you want some reference. Now back to the Pose Manager. You can further customize your poses by changing their name, color, and even the pose thumbnail for easy recognition. And that's a quick overview of the Pose Kit in SmartAnim. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out other tutorials to explore more features of SmartAnim.